Hey yo pineapples, Aiden here. I'm bringing to you a deck profile. Now this deck profile is on my current build for the June 2020 ban list of pure Shaddolls. I do have a couple of things in the works in regards to Shaddolls. I've got a couple other variants and a couple other decks that I wanted to go through, but this one was the particular one that I wanted to go through simply because it's the one that I've been working on the most, the one I've been playing the most, and it's the one that I've had the most A, success with, and B, fun with. So I will show you my pure Shaddoll list. It is a 40 card main, which consists of 20 monsters, 16 spells, and 4 trap cards. So here we go. Starting off with the monsters, we run triple Mathematician. This is literally every Shaddoll card ever in the deck. Make sure I put that into screen a bit. There we go. It's literally every card in the deck. This is also one of the arguments that I have against playing the pure variant over the invoke variant. I think the invoke variant, because their normal summons Alistair the Invoker, I just think that their normal summon does one thing, and that's search a fusion spell. Obviously, it's got that in-hand effect to increase a fusion monster's attack and defense by 1,000, but that's very rarely comes up in the playtesting that I've done. I just think Mathematician overall is the better normal summon for a Shaddoll variant, because it's literally every card in your deck. It's literally every card in the deck. You need like a Shaddoll monster in hand, you send this to the grave and you summon this, send the Hedgehog to get a Shaddoll monster to hand. If you need this, you can send Squamata to literally send you anything that you need. You send a piece that you're missing, so I play a Clown Engine, as you'll see a little bit later. This is literally every card in your deck, and if you're not playing the secret versions, you can't play the deck. Hashtag, just joking. So, Mathematician, best starter. The 12 Shaddoll monsters I'm playing are in 3 Squamata, because again, you need to see this for consistency. I was playing 2 for the longest time, but 3 is a must. Along with the 3 copies of Shaddoll Wendy, probably the best card that come out of the Troll deck for Shaddolls, the best support card. 2 Hedgehog. I was only running 1, but on the very niche occasions, the second one does come up for those silly grind games that you have. And then the one I was on playing is, in order of importance, is Ariel, because it's the combo starter. I'm tempted to bump this up to 2, just because I have a bad habit of opening my one-offs, in particular this one that's part of the combo, which I'll either show you at the end of this or another video. I might show you another video. So, Ariel, Dragon to pop back row. It's just a free MST, to be honest. If they so happen to have, like, I don't know, anti-spell fragrance or something, you can, again, send the Mathematician to send the Dragon to pop the anti-spell to go off. 1 Beast. If this was a level 4, I would probably consider running more than 1, but unfortunately it's not. So just the 1 is fine. And then 1 Falco, which is the unnecessary evil. The only reason this is not as good as it once was is because it summons it in face down defense position. And with all the link monsters and all that combo stuff that you can do, it doesn't really come up. So it's an unnecessary evil, but play it nonetheless. So then the Clown Engine, as I mentioned earlier, 3 damage juggler, which is hilarious against Dinosaur. 1 Trick Clown and 1 Hat Tricker. This is a combo extender. It's not necessary, but again, on the niche instances that you want to make a bigger monster, this does come up. And it's an extra search target for your damage juggler, and this is just your best light target for Shaddoll Construct. Shaddoll Construct. So 20 monsters. The 16 spells. Obviously, 3 Shaddoll Fusion. It's a Shaddoll deck, you need to play 3. 3 Shaddoll Fusion. I would say this card is better than that of this card. This is important going second. This is versatile going first and second. In the sense that it outs Floodgates. Like, if they drop Imperial, they shotgun Imperial Order, you just chain this to summon a construct, then send the dragon. So I just think this is a little bit more important than this is. And this has a bad tendency to get ashed, in my opinion, in my personal experience, which is rather irritating. But anyway, triple Super Volley. Ignore the fact that one of them is of a different I think from a different country. I think this was American. But anyway, triple Super Poly, whether you want to run this or not is completely up to you. You can change it to 2. You can, yeah, again, it's completely up to you if you want to run this or not. I won't say yes that you must run it, and I won't say no that you don't have to run it. So, then the fusion engine that I've been playing and have the most success with is this one right here. So we're playing 3 fusion recycling plant. I just think it's probably the best fusion engine, and obviously the one poly, the best fusion engine for a pure build. It doesn't waste a normal summon, so you can just throw your mathematician willy-nilly. It recycles cards from the graveyard, so if you happen to use an extra deck monster for a fusion summon at the end of the turn, you can add back that fusion material to your extra deck for recycle purposes. And overall, I think it's just a better card. And it's, you got a 7th poly card in case you happen to get ashed with the Shaddoll fusion. Sometimes this is probably better than Shaddoll fusion, to be perfectly honest, but this is the engine that I've had the most success with. No one ashes this, no one hits this with a hand trap by any means. They just look at it and go, okay, you're searching for a poly, so your deck could be literally anything, which has happened quite a lot. So I recommend you at least giving it a go. I've had a lot of success with this. Then the one-ofs, 1 Foolish, because it's foolish, it's like a 4th mathematician. 1 Avarice, which I'm tempted to bump up to 2 just to see it a little bit more often. There's a 3-card combo that you can do where you go through a fair amount of cards and you can just put them all back and then get a +2 off of it. So, and then this is my choice. This could be literally any other card that you wish it to be. I'm currently playing Emergency Teleport. You can play other things such as Monster Reborn or Upside Goblin, or you can just chuck in another card that you deem necessary for the deck. But it could be literally any other card you wish it to be. I've just had more success with the E-Tele to get your Shaddoll Windy for another combo extender. Yeah, not much else to say about that. As I said, it could be Upside Goblin, it could be Monster Reborn, it could be literally any other card. So, and then the trap cards, I'm playing 1 core because you don't need any more than 1 core, and then a card, well, a ratio that I get a lot of stick for. I'm playing 3 Incarnation. For a combo variant, obviously they're only going to play 1, 2 at the max. 1 for their combo and the 1 for their grind game. Not that they have a grind game, they're a glass cannon. You either make a board and win, or don't make a board and lose. So, this at 3 is really, really good, because I can definitely outgrind the majority of my opponents with 3 of this. And apparently, from the testing that I've been doing, DD Crow is a card. So the 3rd one does come up. The opponent, they never expect the 3rd one. I use one, they hit the other, and then they just assume that I haven't got a follow-up play, but I've always got the 3rd one. So that's the 40-card main. And then the 15-card extra, I'm not going to show you a side deck because it's jank, and I haven't really tailored it to the current meta. So we're playing 3 El Shaddoll Construct. She's my Bay. She's the starter, extender, and finisher of the deck. That's the best way to put her. She's overall good. The MR5 or whatever, 4.5 or whatever you want to call it, just made her busted, in my opinion. So 3 Bay. 1 Shekinage in the niche instances that she does come up. You've got the Mathematician and you've got the Hat Tricker for the target. So we're going with 2 Winder. Tempted to play 3, particularly in the bigger grind games. It does come up, but there's just other cards that I think are better to play over the 3rd one. It's very rare that the 3rd one does come up, so 2's perfectly fine. Because I'm also playing 2 Abcon. Not much else to say about it. It's a very bizarre card. You can get away with playing 1 if you have other cards that you want to either test or play as well. I just think 2... Well, the one does come up, sort of, I would say probably once every match or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's a flex spot. I guess this is like the emergency teleport. You could literally play any other card. Instead of this, you could play Grista. You could play the water one, because I can't remember its name off the top of my head. You could play the third window if you really wanted to. You can just sub it out for another link monster. Totally up to you. But 1 is necessary. 2 is your call. The best way to put it. And the rounding off the fusion monsters, it's just 2 super poly targets. Whether they're relevant at the moment, I don't know, but I'm going with one I'm playing. We got 1 Starving Venom. It's, I don't know, relatively relevant, which is a contradiction to, but it does work for those bizarre matchups, I suppose, would be the best way to describe this. And there's a bit of Salamangreat running around, so I've got the Earth Golem at Ignistar as well. Then finally, for the last 5 cards in my deck, they're Link monsters. Probably the best Link 2 at the moment, Crochet. Summoning a fusion monster to this arrow gets you a level 4 monster, and it gives you a Link 4 play. The Link monster construct. A lot of people don't know what this does, so I'll just quickly dumb it down. It requires 2 flip monsters. It's got 1200 attack. It's during your main phase. You can fusion. It's a polymerization during your main phase from cards from your field in hand, and then if it's in your grave, you can send a Shaddoll card from hand or field or face up on field to grave to add it back. The send is not a cost. The send is not a cost. So if they hit this with a crow or a Ash Blossom, then if a crow or a Call by the Grave or something like that, you don't get the send. So that's that. And then I'm playing 4. There's been a lot of discussion that I've been seeing if people want to play the access code talker. I'd say you can experiment with it, but I won't say yes or no at this stage. For 2 reasons. 1, I don't have an access code talker, and I haven't been playtesting with it simply because I don't have it. And 2, I don't know how relevant it is in regards, because I'm only playing 5 Link monsters in this deck. So whether it's relevant or not, you can be the judge of that. I really don't know at this point. But once I'm playing Appaloosa, it's for the end combo that you can do. There's 2 end combos you can do with this deck, which is a 3-card combo. So this is one of them. I'm playing Unchained Abomination, which is the other ender. And then I'm also playing the 1 Borrelsaur Dragon, because there's been so many times where I can't remember what this was. I wish I could remember. It was probably something like a Nightmare Phoenix or something to pop back, but had the 15th card been this, I reckon I would have won more games with this, just because it closes out games a lot easier as well. But these 2 are the combo enders. This is for combo decks, and this is for back row heavy decks. So yeah, that is the full Shaddoll, pure Shaddoll deck profile. I will be coming at you more with other variants in the near future. I've got a Chaos variant that I wish to bring to you very, very shortly. So I hope this was helpful in any way possible. If you did like this video, by all means, like it. Subscribe to my channel if you really feel the need to. I'm not going to say no. Yeah, if you have any tips, tricks, or queries about the deck, by all means, leave them. Either message me direct or leave them in the comments below, and I'll read all that stuff. Beautiful. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.